Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to take a first look review of the new upcoming 2020 Toyota Supra, as well as learn about its features and configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The 2020 Toyota Supra is finally here, and the official numbers are rolling in. The new sports car starts at $49,990, and all models come with a BMW-sourced turbocharged 3-liter inline-six and an 8-speed automatic transmission. Let's hit the big stuff. 335 horsepower, 365 pound-feet of torque from a single turbo 3-liter straight 6. An 8-speed torque converter automatic transmission is the only gearbox available right now. Toyota claims a 0 to 60 time of 4.1 seconds with an electronically limited top speed of 155 miles an hour and a curb weight of 3,397 pounds. Compared with its sibling, the drop-top BMW Z4, the hardtop 2020 Toyota Supra is shaping up to be a better value. It is priced only $225 higher than the Z4 30i, which comes with a significantly less powerful turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. Okay, let's jump into this first look review of the 2020, they say GR Supra. I'm not sure what GR Supra means. Let's see if we can find out. Okay, well, I found out. Well, when they say GR Supra, that actually means Gazoo Racing. Yeah, that's a real thing. That's Toyota's legit racing arm is called Gazoo Racing, and there's a long history and heritage behind that. I'll let you do your own Google searching on that. But when they say 2020 GR Supra, they mean Gazoo Racing Supra, literally. So, here we go. Let's find out. Let's scroll down just a hair, because if we scroll down a little bit, we can do what? We can find out the colors, the exterior colors that are going to be available for this upcoming 2020 Toyota Supra, which is supposed to be rolling out in the summer of 2019. This video right now that I'm doing, it's the spring of 2019. So this Supra should be hitting showroom floors, I would think, in the next few months. Now, the color that they're showing us is called Absolute Zero White, and that's part of the launch edition. Now, when I was doing some other reading, I read that the first 1,500 cars were going to be called the launch edition. I don't know if that's true or not. As we go through this page, we'll see if we can decipher that. Here's another launch edition color called Nocturnal Black. And we see this little red that they show, and the only place that I see red is on the side mirrors. So that must mean that the top color is the color that represents the exterior paint color, and that little bottom half of the color, right down here, like the bottom half of the color, represents what color the mirror caps will be. So for instance, this next one exterior should be red with black mirror caps. Let's find out. No, we're completely wrong. So I don't understand why they do those hashes, but these first three colors are all part of the launch edition. This one's called Renaissance Red 2.0. This other one here was Nocturnal Black, launch edition, of course, and then Absolute Zero White. So these were the three launch edition colors, and they look nice, and I was completely wrong about how they had that set up. Other colors include Phantom Matte Gray. This says it's available fall of 2019. Absolute Zero White. So here, yeah, I guess your launch colors are the only colors that are going to be out right away, and then it seems like they're telling us that these other colors might be coming up later. I don't really know. At any rate, we're going to look at the colors, not worry about when their availability is going to show up. We're just happy to know what colors the car is going to come in. So there's that Absolute Zero White. There's the Tungsten Silver. There's the Turbulence Gray. There's a Renaissance Red 2.0, which isn't that the same thing? Sort of, kind of, except there's a slight change in the wheels. All right, so maybe the wheels have some black in there. Yeah. All right, so we've got that Renaissance Red 2.0. Then there's this Downshift Blue. There's a Nocturnal Black. And there's a Nitro Yellow. You know what? Here's the deal. The 2020 Supra looks good in all these colors, actually. Let's see if we can get a little spin around here. Oh, there we go. Get a little spin around, and we can see what the car looks like. All right, let's move on. Pricing. Let's talk pricing. So I said in the beginning that the car starts at $49,990. That's the MSRP for the 3.0. Your Toyota Supra, 2020 Toyota Supra 3.0 starts at $49,990. Then your 2020 Toyota Supra 3.0 Premium has an MSRP of $53,990. And then your top tier, or your launch edition, your 2020 Toyota Supra, the launch edition, which comes with these three colors, I'm assuming only, starts life at $55,250. So now they're going to tell us about how beautifully engineered the 2020 GR Supra is. I like GR. That sounds cool. The Gazoo Racing Supra. It's got sensuous bodywork. It has an athletic stance, and it has jewel-like LED headlights. But basically, they're telling us that this car is more than just a pretty face, that it's got science behind it. So apparently, this wide grille here, let's see if we can open up the picture. So like I was saying, this car is more than a pretty face. It's the science behind the design that makes this car a true masterpiece. They're saying that up front, its wide grille is designed to channel cool air directly to the turbocharged engine, helping optimize performance. Up top, its double bubble roof adds space inside while reducing aerodynamic drag outside. And its flared rear spoiler does more than make a dramatic statement. It helps reduce body lift and helps keep the Supra planted when running at speed. Okay, next up, they have a ton of photos and images of the new 2020 Toyota GR Supra. So let's take a look at them. And I must say that they're beautiful, high-resolution images. I don't know if they're real images or not, but they look beautiful. Do they give us any snippets of information? No. They just let us know there's a prototype shown with options, and there's 18 images. So let's just go ahead and run through these real fast. I'm assuming this may be supposed to be the Nürburgring or something like that. Here's a nice shot of that double bubble roof, and a nice shot of the flared rear spoiler. The car does look very BMW Z4-like. I have to admit that, if you're familiar with the car. That also reminds me, you know what? I did a build-in price of the 2019 BMW Z4. Duh. I'm going to put a link up to that right now. Here's a nice shot of the instrument cluster, looking all digital display. Oh, and I see a heads-up display right above the steering wheel there. If you watch this channel, and I always say this, if you watch this channel, and if you don't, you should subscribe, then you know that I love heads-up display. And if your car doesn't have a heads-up display, I at least like a digital speedometer, right? In 2019 and 2020, that's expected to me. Here's a beautiful shot of the interior of our 2020 Toyota GR Supra with its definite BMW Z4 heritage and underpinnings. I mean, the shifter. This shifter looks BMW. This iDrive knob, or I even called it iDrive. This scroll knob for the infotainment even looks right out of the BMW parts bin. But it's very nice. I'm not trying to take away from the car. It looks beautiful. It looks very nice. I'm one of those people that love the Toyota Supras from way back in the day, so I'm certainly not knocking it. I think it looks gorgeous. The steering wheel doesn't look very exciting, but it does look chunky, though. It does look chunky. There's a nice shot of those jeweled headlights, right? They look interesting. I'm not going to say they're pretty. They look interesting. Here's a guy fixing a flat. I mean, I don't really know why they're doing that, but here's a nice shot of that back end with that flared, that little ducktail spoiler. Look at all the diffuser coming off the back end. This car looks pretty hardcore. Okay, I guess I was right. Yeah, the GR Supra Launch Edition is the first 1,500 cars are the Launch Edition. Here's a really great shot of the back end. So it's going to cost you $50,000 to get into this car, though. It's a nice car. They were $50,000 when they went away almost, weren't they? Here's a nice shot of the brakes. Looks good. Here's another shot of an interior shot. This one's got a two-tone motif going on. Nice shot of the Supra from that angle. It's a good-looking car. We'll just go ahead and finish through these photos real fast. All right, let's move on. Okay, so the GR Supra Launch Edition, right? Here it is. Let's learn about it a little bit. Only the lucky few will get the opportunity to experience the GR Supra Launch Edition, limited to just 1,500 units and available in Renaissance Red, Nocturnal, or Absolute Zero. And each of these cars comes standard with red mirror caps, unique matte black wheels, and an individually numbered interior badge with Akio Toyota's signature on there. If you're a car person, you might know a little bit about Barrett-Jackson. I love Barrett-Jackson. It's a collector car auction. At any rate, what they're saying here, the first globally produced all-new 2020 GR Supra went for $2.1 million at the Barrett-Jackson auction, benefiting the American Heart Association and the Bob Woodruff Foundation. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, great. Here's some specs for the 2020 Toyota GR Supra. Our approach to designing the GR Supra was simple. We wanted to create the best driver's car, period. Under the hood, a 3-liter twin-scroll turbocharged inline-six redefines responsiveness, letting drivers control the throttle with millimeter precision. We moved this engine as far back and as low as possible, optimizing the center of gravity for a 50-50 front-rear weight distribution. A rigid chassis, adaptive suspension. The car is running on Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires. It's all good. It's got an active differential, Brembo front brakes. They're trying to throw down with the bad boy. It's got 335 horse. We already knew that. 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. You already knew that as well because I told you earlier. Weight distribution, we just read about it. The torque, we knew. The pounds, 3,397 pounds. We knew that. Top speed limited, 155 miles an hour, just like most European cars. Well, there you go. Now, if you didn't believe me, there you go. Gazoo Racing. Who knew that's what the GR meant? Toyota Gazoo Racing is Toyota's global racing division, wherein our passion for motorsports and innovation is put to the test. Toyota Gazoo Racing has earned victories in everything from the World Rally Championship to the 24-hour Le Mans. Now we bring this passion to each and every GR Supra. That's awesome. I like that. Here's a great shot of the Toyota Supra lineage. I am intimately familiar with every one of these cars, not because I own them. Well, with the exception of this one back here, the way back. I never saw one of these, but growing up, these were the first Supras I saw. Then you saw these Supras that came out in the late 80s. Then it was this big twin turbo one, and then they were building 500 and 600 horsepower versions of this mid-90s Supra, and then they went away. I remember these cars. We all salivated. Lots of car guys salivated over these cars. Oh, I guess the first one's called the 2000 GTA or GT. It says with DNA sourced directly from the legendary 2000 GT, all right, which is not that car in the back. It says each and every Supra has shared the same core fundamentals: a smooth inline-six up front, rear-wheel drive, and a modern chassis. I guess modern for the time. As Toyota's purest expression of performance, the Supra has redefined the sports car time and time again. As we prepare to launch the next chapter of the Toyota Supra, let's revisit the past, right? Very beautiful. Okay, let's move on. There's a few slides here then. So this they call the A40. The Supra story starts with the Celica, which provided the base for the original first-gen Toyota Celica Supra A40 in 1978. It was a liftback. They lengthened the chassis, dropped in an advanced 6-cylinder engine, and they incorporated some of the latest comfort and technology for the time for a big Grand Tourer that we know wasn't very fast. This car was around from 1978 to 1981. And then the chassis number A60, I guess it's chassis numbers. The crisp lines and pop-up headlights of the second generation A60 Supra only amplify its stunning 80s aesthetic. Yeah, these were the cool ones. I remember the ones that had the little bit taller wings in the back. Still an upgraded version of the era Celica, the A60 was offered in 2 flavors: the luxurious L-type and the performance-minded P-type. With its larger wheels and tires, bulging fiberglass flares, and optional aero. Right, that's probably with the one that had the better wing on it. Just didn't know that at the time as a kid. The P-type would lay the groundwork for Supra's dedication to pure performance. Cool. Then it started getting spicy right here. The A70 from 1986 to 1993. Look at it. They're even showing one with an aftermarket exhaust on it. How cool is that? It's not even a factory original one that they're showing on the Toyota website. It's got aftermarket pieces on it. Cool. Anyway, it says Supra became a standalone model with the introduction of the third generation in 1986. This clean sheet design allowed Toyota engineers to build the car from the ground up with pure performance in mind. The A70 was a showcase of technology and was the first Supra to feature a turbocharged engine, power-enhancing variable air induction, and electronically adjustable dampers. Wow, it was expensive too. I think the car was in the 30,000s, right in the 90s. It was expensive for the time, I'm sure. And then, of course, the granddaddy of them all, I wouldn't mind having one of these myself, even now. Again, here's one showing an aftermarket exhaust. Surely it's some guys high up in the company's personal cars that they've taken pictures of or something like that, right? I'd love to know the story behind these cars specifically. At any rate, this one's called the A80. It was made from 1993 to 1998. Sports car icon, pop culture phenomenon. The fourth generation A80 Supra is all that and more. Yeah, it's all that and a bag of chips, right? An artful blend of style, technology, and performance. The A80 is truly a timeless machine, feeling as fresh and modern today as it did when first introduced in 1993. With its near perfect weight balance, impressive 2JZ engine, and unmistakable styling, the A Supra will forever be a legend. Right, it's awesome. Oh, and then down here, look at how they're drumming up all their targeted customers. They're saying they're making all the right noises. Look, they're showing another aftermarket Supra with a huge intercooler stuffed in the front of there. You know that bad boy's throwing down, looking, I don't know, very cool. The Supras are cool. After I do this video, I'm gonna have to go. Over to Auto Trader and go look at some used Supras. At any rate, it says, "Show your Supra. The only thing more powerful than Supra's legacy is its fan base. We asked owners to show off their Supras, and here's how they responded." So they've got something more to that. So they've got a gallery of 5 cars real fast. So let's just run through the gallery. That's the one. Here's some guy's super tuned one right here. Super hardcore. They don't give you any information. But that guy's, I wondered, the process to pick these just must have been crazy. Look at that thing. Speaking of crazy. And then we have this one. All right, cool. Other than that, they just want us to sign up for 2020 Toyota GR Supra updates. You put in your name and email address and throw in your zip code because they want to know where you are in the world. So yeah, that's it. The Toyota GR Supra, 2020 Toyota GR Supra, super awesome. Lots of heritage. The new car, even though it's got BMW underpinnings, it's still awesome. It's still awesome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, and then I'm going to actually go for real look at used Supras now because they're just fun. All right, so if you've watched this whole thing from front to back, you're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I thank you a lot. Please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, so you want to like, share, and subscribe so that way, because when we can do a full build in price, we will be back to take a look at the Supra and do a regular build. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a nice day, and I'm going to see you